Hopefully what people will fall in love with when they come see this property.
This is the lifestyle that's here is amazing.
Yeah. No, it is.
I love it.
And for everybody, are we rolling?
You're rolling.
13 Riverbend in Old Lyme, Connecticut. That's where we're shooting Raw and Uncut from today. This is what you get to enjoy every single
You're lucky
day.
we got Lauren back here.
I know.
She's the glue.
She is the glow. This is the first time we've had somebody
With Maria.
doing the kit. Wow, that's true. This is the first time we've actually had somebody that wants to be involved in the video here.
You guys look even
On the
better
camera
with
side.
that view behind you.
I know. Well, the view makes it.
I thought it was you.
No, it's not me. Let's rock and roll. Hi everybody, welcome to Real Estate Raw and Uncut, episode 49. This is the one place if you're a real estate agent, a buyer, a seller, just interested in real estate, you want to come tune in every single Friday. I'm Byron Lazine with, as always, Mr. Tim Bray. How you doing?
I'm well, sir. How about yourself?
Not
It's been
bad.
a while. I haven't seen you.
Couldn't be too bad if we're hanging out here, Connecticut River.
Absolutely. It's gorgeous. I see some kayakers out there too.
Kayakers, really?
I do.
Well, you know, gotta get it done. This is the lifestyle here on the Connecticut shore.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what we want to hit on today. There were some really awesome
You got cheat
articles.
sheets?
I got a cheat sheet because I couldn't remember the names of these articles. I've got a really short attention span. But the New York Post wrote July 1, the next new Hamptons that many vacationers overlook. They're talking about this part of the shoreline, the Connecticut River, the shoreline going up to Stonington and Westerly here in Connecticut, the quiet part of the shoreline, not the Gold Coast that many people know in Fairfield County, but
I know this is a lot of hype, and everybody's been talking about it, including some of our sellers who are trying to sell these high-end
these are
homes.
great articles for our sellers.
And I'm calling bullshit.
Uh-oh, here we go, Raw and Uncut style.
Completely. Because think of the Hamptons.
Yep.
I mean, what was the typical property that sells in the Hamptons?
In the first 3 months of 2015, the median home price was $980,000 in the Hamptons.
Okay, our median's 250.
Right.
So yeah, we
In
have,
most towns, it might be a little higher in a
when
Lyme
you
or something.
think the
because
Hamptons,
there's less sales.
the Hamptons,
Right.
You're thinking posh,
Right.
upscale, uber millionaires. Like people, they're not worried about cash.
Yeah.
They're worried about who's spending their money.
That's right.
So here, that's a different caliber. We're blue collar.
It's
here.
a different lifestyle
It is.
too, where being seen out in certain places is more important than where here. It's a quieter lifestyle. People do come here to vacation. They've been doing it for years.
But it's different.
It is different. I will say that it's different. Now, that being said, I think you can get some of the most beautiful views, some of the most beautiful beaches, some of the
At a fraction.
best shoreline going at a fraction, because we're both on the Long Island Sound, right? Right now,
Absolutely.
today we're on the Connecticut River, but
I would
our
argue that
stretch of the shoreline.
I would argue that some of them are better.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
The values are lower, but what are we looking at? 32, 33 waterfront communities from Stonington all the way down to Madison, Branford.
Yeah.
And these are little tiny enclaves that offer lifestyles. Noack, it's a shipbuilder's paradise.
Well, to your point, you can get that lifestyle quieter, but that surrounding the beautiful shoreline, all of that, for a much lower cost.
Oh, fraction.
All the $1 million sales that happen in the Hamptons, if we look at kind of that stretch from Stonington to the Connecticut River, Stonington 12 million and up sales in the last 12 months. Old Lyme only 5, Essex only 6, Groton 7, East Lyme 4, Old Saybrook had 16 in the last 12 months.
Yep.
But that's gonna, if you go year over year and you look back, that's gonna be typical for million and up sales. There's
You
not
have
a ton
pockets.
of them. Yeah, there's pockets. But you can get a really fabulous home for $750,000 in a waterfront community.
But I'm going to argue these people that are coming here are it's a somewhat of a blue collar community. Like you go to a Mystic and it's quaint.
Yeah.
You go to a Stonington, it's an art lover's paradise. It is the art capital of the country.
That's right.
I mean, people don't know that. And it's a different lifestyle. It's more of a blue collar lifestyle. People are salt of the earth down there. You go to the Hamptons, and not to paint a picture of you people in the
my
Hamptons.
peeps are gonna get mad at me. What are you gonna say here?
I'm just saying it is different. So if you like the Hamptons in that lifestyle and you want to spend that kind of money, stay in the Hamptons.
Right.
But we've got a different lifestyle here.
And there's
I think it's
so
valuable.
much to offer here.
Yeah.
Like you talk about the beaches, the parks, the waterfront, the sailing, all of that. We also have the casinos. There's all these different, if you're not into nature and all that other stuff, you've got the casinos. You've got different things to do. You've got downtown
These
Mystic. You've got
restaurants
shopping. The restaurants.
are
Mystic's
to
one
die
of the most
for.
fabulous little cluster of restaurants
Absolutely.
there is. I mean, I've eaten a lot of good places.
Oyster
Thanks to
Club.
my wife. And yeah, at Oyster Club's phenomenal one. If you look at the spin-off article to the Post article, which was, what was that, Town and Country magazine?
Yeah.
Did I get it right that time?
You
I didn't
did.
Flip it around?
You did.
All right. They did the top 25 things of why this area is being dubbed the new Hamptons. They talked about the Oyster Club. They talked about Essex, which we can see across the river, the Grizz, and all these different places. There are a lot of history.
Ton of
in this
history.
area.
And they focused on the triangle, right? Which was
Right.
Old Saybrook.
No, they went up to
Old
Mystic
Lime.
though, because
They
talked
went up.
about
They kind of
this club.
deviated
Yeah.
a little bit, but I'd say between Mystic and the Golden Triangle
Yeah.
that we're looking at here, there
Yeah.
are a ton of little communities. One like
Right.
that you live in Niantic.
Absolutely,
That's
Niantic's a great,
absolutely
great little
amazing.
community. It really, and it's come a long way.
Yeah.
In the last 5 years, it's going to get even better over the next 5, which is why I got in there last 2 years ago.
Smart move, I think.
Absolutely, and if you're looking at Mystic, Westerly to Saybrook, you can do that in 45 minutes. And there's all these little waterfront communities.
Don't tell anybody,
along
though.
that drive. No, tell everybody. Come buy some of these properties here, because they definitely are going for an extreme bargain from the Hamptons. And if you're a New Yorker, it's the same drive.
It is the same drive.
And if it's Friday afternoon, you know, you're going to have traffic on 95. You're going to have traffic heading to the Hamptons. Your traffic on 95 may actually be a little bit quicker because there's so many people trying to go to the Hamptons. So,
Forget the Hamptons. Come up
yeah,
here.
come out here. We'll buy you lunch at the Oyster Club.
That sounds good. Let's do it.
All right. Where do you want to be found? You want to be found anywhere?
Yeah, I'm going G plus
G
this week.
Plus. This guy's a clown. Find me on Instagram at Byron Lazine. I'm doing some incredible stuff on the gram. You'll see cool photos and videos, stuff like this. We are the New Hamptons. Next week, episode 50.
5-0.
Are you ready?
I'm gonna have to be, I guess.
Yeah. Definitely tune in, subscribe up, leave us some comments. We appreciate everybody viewing. We'll see you next week.
Peace.